Good morning, Stitch Nation. Blaine Austin here at Stitch It International, and welcome to our Wednesday live show. Hey, we're super excited that you are here today, and we got a great show lined up for you today. We got Grace Company in the house. We're going to talk all about some quilting today. And man, Roger, are you excited, buddy? Y'all give a big shout out to Roger. We're here with me today running the operations.
Good morning, everybody. I'm very excited, Blaine. It's been a while since I've seen Grace, so
I know
it's good. They've got a new studio up. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's like we used to do shows with Grace, a lot, but you and I, it's been probably 4 or 5 months now since we've been around Grace. So I'm super excited to have them. We became a dealer of theirs, and my personal opinion, I think they're one of the best quilting setups on the market, just because of the price point, the quality, and the support you get. And I tell you what, I'm just absolutely pumped about today, because I hope y'all are ready for some really good pricing, because we've got some great pricing today as well. And we're going to highlight 3 products today. And man, I tell you what, can't get any better than that, I'm telling you.
They're constantly innovating their products and giving new products out to our customers that help with quilting and improve everything and make everything easier for them. So, I mean, they're one of the companies that I could say constantly does that.
Yeah. It's, I've always loved working with them, and we've been working closely with them for a number of years. Oh, yes. And so I'm excited to be working with them again and doing this today. But hey, Roger, before we get the show started, I want to say some shout outs out there to some of the SMP Nation, Stitch It Nation watching. And so we got Wolfgeist watching today. So, hey, good morning, Wolfgeist. We have, let me look at my little list. We have Leah Thompson watching. We have Linda Brooks. Good morning, Linda. We have Janet Elliott watching. Brenda's up in Michigan. I don't know what Brenda's last name is. So we have Shannon at Maple Nut Designs. So she's watching this morning. So good morning, everybody. Thank y'all for joining in. Hey, if you haven't liked our Facebook page yet, go like our Facebook page. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we would surely really appreciate if you went and subscribed to it. Hey, we're trying to build these channels, and we need your help. And, the more people we get on the show, the more likes on Facebook, the more subscribers we get on YouTube, the more giveaways we can do. So y'all make sure y'all go do that. And speaking of giveaways, hey, we got some giveaways today. We're also going to pick our second finalist for that SWF 7-needle giveaway that we're going to do on February the 25th. So we're going to pick 9 finalists through the weeks. Every week, we're going to pick up another finalist. And then at the end, on the 25th, I'm going to throw all those names in a hat. I'm going to pick them out live on air, the winner who gets that 7-needle. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Can't wait for that. And somebody asked me, too, about the vest. So I got it. This is one of our giveaways today. I'll show it to you. It is the Crazy Sewing Lady vest. I have that and the long sleeve, the jacket, just like it, but it's, instead of the vest, we have a jacket too. Both of those are available to purchase on our website. So if you go to siistore.com, in the search bar, you can just type in Dawn, D-A-W-N, Chase, C-H-A-C-E, or you can just type vest or jacket, and they'll probably come up in the search bar. They'll come up. The vests are $39.99. The jackets are $49.99. And guys, that is a really good price on those, because I'm telling you what, if you look at the vest I'm wearing right now, this thing was $110. So it's kind of crazy. And these are custom embroidered. So really good prices on that, and good quality products. So I've had some people inquire about wanting to get one. There you go. You can go get one. So, well, hey, are y'all ready to get started this morning? I am super excited. We have Julie and Kathy here from Grace, and they're going to do all the demonstrations for us today. So, ladies, welcome to Stitch It Live with the Stitch Nation.
Hi, everybody. We are so glad to be here. My name is Julie Slesser, and
I'm Catherine Burrell.
We're account executives here at the Grace Company, and we are so excited to be here with Stitch It International for our first show.
It's good to see
Yes.
you again, Blaine. It's been a while.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm liking the beard.
Well, I haven't seen you, Julie, since Road to California last January.
Yeah, it's been about a year, but we had a nice dinner, and it was great. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good to see you too, Catherine. Thank y'all for coming in. I know y'all that are watching probably are wondering, I thought y'all were having Aero cabinets on today. So that was the schedule, and Grace was next week. But Aero had some problems, had to cancel. And I'm telling you, at the last minute, Grace is stepping in and doing their show today. And we really do appreciate y'all doing that. So we got Grace today, and hopefully we'll have Aero next week. We'll let you know, make sure of that. But y'all take it away. I know we got a lot to cover today, so y'all get at it, and I'll come back here after the first product and tell them how they can get the special.
All right. Okay, guys, I'm a little rusty. Haven't done this for over the holidays. Here we go. We have 3 products today that we want to talk to you about.
And they are some of my very favorite products, for sure.
They are. Now, I was thinking as we were getting ready for the show that I feel like we're going to start a progression with Stitch It, right?
Yes.
And we're going to start small, and we're going to work our way up to big.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, right now you're sitting at home, you've got an old Singer, or you've got a little Janome machine, and you want to do a little bit of quilting. You want to do something more. And so let's talk a little bit about what we have so that you can do a little bit more.
Yeah, so let's talk about the Little Rebel. Is that where we're going? All right, so the Little Rebel, I myself like to call it a hybrid machine.
Yes.
Now that's not a technical term, but really it kind of is it can do everything sort of machine, and it's our first foray into this type of machine with Grace Company.
Right, so we're notorious for long arms, but we've never done a sewing machine.
Correct.
Until it's been a year now.
It's been,
since
I think,
it came out.
2 years.
Oh, you're right.
Maybe 2 years.
Yep, 2 years since it came out. So, you guys are the lucky ones because all the kinks are worked out now.
It is true. It is true. So with our Little Rebel, it's called the Little Rebel because it's a rebel. It's not quite it's not fully a quilting machine.
Right.
It's not fully a sewing machine.
Right.
It's a little bit of both. Right. So let's talk about all of the features that the Little Rebel has. Let's talk about size. So how big?
Because that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So, we were talking about that little Singer with your 5-inch throat. We were talking about that Janome with the 7-inch throat. They're all great machines when you're doing your piecing.
Right.
But when you start to do your quilting, you really start to notice that you want a bigger throat.
It is
So
true.
how big is this throat?
So this throat is 13 inches.
13 inches long.
Yes, it's so big. And there's quite a few sewing machines out there that have a 13-inch throat, but what makes this fantastic is how high the harp is. So how tall it is in the throat space, it's 8 inches. It's so tall. You can push a big quilt through that.
I can roll an entire king-size quilt up in there, and there's still room to move.
It is true. It is true.
So because some people, you're rolling that up, and when you get to the end, there's nowhere to go.
It is true. We all hate to be shoving some fabric through our throats or machine. So that is like such a nice feature, how big that area is for your quilting, for your piecing even.
Right.
I mean, I have a smaller throat machine when I do my piecework, and I'm like, maybe I should get myself a Little Rebel for that, because I've noticed if I'm doing a king size quilt, I've got quite a bit of fabric that I'm pushing through even to do the piecework. So with the Little Rebel, it of course is a long arm, basically like our other long arms. But with the sewing machine feature, so it can do just straight stitch sewing. So it's basically a machine that you'll do your piecework on.
Piecework with,
it doesn't do all the fancy stitches, because we wanted to make it, and we are known for making our machines super duper easy to use. And we wanted it to be familiar to you and not feel too technical. But it does technical stuff. It just doesn't real technical.
I mean, we're talking, it's just a straight stitch, but it's optical encoder stitch regulated.
Yep.
It goes through canvas, leather, denim. So people that are making bags, no more pushing, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, it went. Because you're trying to get through that leather on your regular sewing machine.
So let's talk about a few of those features that you mentioned. The optical encoder. So what the optical encoder does, it stitch regulates. So if you're pushing faster or slower, quilting faster or slower, if you don't have a stitch regulator, your stitches are going to look wonky. You'll have kind of bigger stitches, smaller stitches. It won't be as beautiful as what you're hoping to do. But with this optical encoder and the stitch regulation, you can go fast, slow, and those stitches just stay beautiful. Right?
And so how many times can I make my stitches bigger or smaller on this machine?
So when you're looking at the machine, it looks like you can only go up 5 times, so 5 levels, but each level does 2. So you actually have 10 different levels that you can make your stitches bigger, smaller, faster, slower. The machine is fantastic.
And it's a simple up and down button, up arrow to make them smaller, down button to make them bigger. It's as easy as that, and you guys can adjust your stitches.
Okay, so let's talk about the sewing feature first.
Okay,
I'm going to bring out
about sewing.
I'm going to bring out something fantastic. I've hidden it behind the quilt here. So this here is an extension table. Now, usually with a long arm machine, you don't get an extension table because you don't need it, right? Looks similar to a ruler base, but it's not for that. What this is for is when you're using your little Rebel as a sewing machine, this will give you this big, amazing amount of area to lay your fabric on.
Right. So regular sewing, or if you decide you are a push-through quilter,
right,
you can push and you've got all that room and all of that space to work. That does come, it's included with it.
It's included. There's so many fun things that are included with the Little Rebel. So you get 4 different feet to use with the Little Rebel. So it can do so many things. Like Julie had mentioned earlier, you can go through denim, canvas, I mean, anything heavy.
Yeah, our engineers are making a sleeping bag right now with nylon to make sure it'll work. We'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, it's amazing, amazing. So as far as sewing goes, it will get the job done and it will get it done beautifully.
Right.
Right? So what else do we want to talk about?
Let's see. So let's talk about how easy it is to use.
Okay.
So number 1, everything is pad printed. So when you need to thread your machine, I forgot the word, you know, that thing that I have to put my glasses on for, and then anyway, I don't have to pull that manual out.
Right.
It is printed on the side of the machine. So all I have to do is look for number 1, go to number 2, number 3,
right,
all the way up to have it threaded. So I don't have to worry about it, and I know that it's threaded right.
And that's fantastic, because as all of you quilters and sewers know out there, you kind of go in different times of your life where you're quilting, sewing, and then you need a break. So
now you're babysitting the grandkids.
Yeah, now you're
months.
babysitting the granddaughters, right? So when you take a break, you come back and you're like, oh my goodness, it's been so long, I don't remember how to thread my machine. How do I do this? Like Julie said, it's right there on the side of your machine. It's so nice. Right. I love that feature.
So there's number 1. Number 2, it has its own independent bobbin winder. So it's back here on the top. It can be wound independently on our thread stand. There's a place for a whole nother roll.
Right.
So I don't have to unthread my machine, put that thread on,
wind bobbins,
and then wind the bobbins and then take it off. Now, if I could figure out a way to split the strands, so one strand goes here on the roll and one strand goes here, I'd be happy. But I do have to have 2 rolls of the same color fabric if I want to do it simultaneously.
Same color thread.
Right,
yes,
if I'm using the same color thread.
Yes, but it is great that it's right there on your machine. It's awesome. Let's talk about the bobbins.
Okay,
I mean, because you had mentioned it has the bobbin winder, which is great, having it right on your machine, right there. But the bobbins themselves on the Little Rebel, this is such a great feature. They're M-class. Tell us what that means,
So
Julie.
an M-class bobbin is what you use on the big industrial long arm machines. It gives you twice as much bobbin as your sewing machine bobbins do.
Right.
So you're going to be able to get 50, 60. It depends on how it's wound, right? When you
Right.
buy pre-wounds, I feel like I get about 65.
Right.
When I get a thicker thread, I'm going to get less. A thinner thread, I'm going to get more.
Right.
But it runs about that 50. I like to say 50 is a good solid number, yards of thread. That just means less time of having to wind a new bobbin.
Exactly, exactly. So it's so nice that it's a bigger bobbin. You run out less often. We've all run out of thread before in the middle of our sewing and quilting, run out of that bobbin thread. So frustrating. So we have to have that frustration half as much now, which is great.
Yes. One of the other features is the lighting, and there is a wonderful light that shines down right on the needle, nice and bright, and then there is lots of throat lights right here. So I am not going to be, I like to sew until it starts to get dark. My husband comes in and goes, "Don't you want to turn on a light?" I'm like, "I got plenty of light," because right where I'm working, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And it even, I don't know if you guys can see from here, but there is a light in the bobbin area.
Yeah.
It's probably a little dark, but when I need to change a bobbin and I have to get under there or to the side of it when I'm sewing, there's a light right there so I
Yeah.
can see everything that I'm doing.
Such a great feature to have. I mean, the bobbin light is something that I don't know that I could live without now, right?
Right.
It's just one of those things that you get used to, and then when you have to put a bobbin in a different machine that doesn't have a light right there in the bobbin, you're like,
Right.
So it's such a great feature. Now let's talk about how fast this machine can
Ooh,
go.
okay, let's talk the
So,
technical stuff.
That's right.
Okay.
So with the Little Rebel, it can stitch, I believe it's 1,600 stitches
per minute.
so fast.
Yes.
It's so fast. What does that mean to you? Well, typically when you're sewing or push quilting, it's not going to mean a whole lot.
Right.
But when you are hooked up to automation, it's going faster. It can go so much faster than a normal machine,
Right.
and still keep those stitches regulated or keep those stitches the
Well,
same.
and that's what helps it to go through that canvas, leather,
Yeah.
and denim, because it's got the power to
Right.
be able to go through that.
Yeah.
And then one of the things that I love about it is that the motor is encased in its own separate chamber.
Yes.
So when other sewing machines where the engine is right in there, the motor, we're not in a car, when the motor is just in the thing, dust collects, lint
Yeah.
collects. You've got to go regularly and get that cleaned out. This is in its own separate chamber so that that lint, that dust, nothing gets in there. So it's
Right.
going to stay clean, which makes it last longer.
Well, it makes it last longer, but even just the maintenance on it, all you have to do is add oil to your bobbin and your needle bar between projects.
Yep, brush
That's
out your
it.
area, your bobbin
You don't
area.
have to take it in once a year
Nope.
to get service. It doesn't need service. It doesn't get the lint and dust in there, so you don't need the service. It's fantastic. I love that, you know.
The only time I've ever brought mine in was when I messed up the tension and I couldn't figure it out.
It is
So-
true. It is true. Anyway, so with the Little Rebel, we are just in love with it. And
We are.
you know, since we brought it out 2 years ago, people have just really fallen in love with our Little Rebel.
Yes.
You know?
All right, so wait, we're going to take a break.
Yes.
We're going to go back to Blaine for a minute. Before we move on to the other pieces, because Blaine's going to give us a deal on the Little Rebel.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right, back to you for a minute, Blaine.
All right. Hey, I have a great deal for you. So while y'all get switched over, we're going to talk a little bit about the Little Rebel pricing on it. And Roger, if you could put that overlay up there for me, I'd really appreciate it. Show everybody what we're talking about today. And again, the Little Rebel, the normal price on this is $26.99. We have it today for $24.99. As a matter of fact, we're going to honor this price all the way to close of business on Friday. Now, I want to tell you a little bit more about the Little Rebel. I'm pretty familiar with this machine because I've been selling this for a while and I really do like it. But it has, I think the ladies told you it has 13 inches of throat space, which is important because you don't have to move the quilt as much. When you have that kind of throat space, you can move the machine and get a lot more done on your quilt. Now, the harp on this, now everybody probably knows what the harp is. That harp is from the base, your work surface, all the way up to the top, that height of the throat space, that is 8.5 inches, which is also important when you're doing quilting. Lightweight. This thing only weighs 26 pounds, so it's extremely easy to put it on the frame and take it off if you just wanted to use it as a straight stitch sewing machine, or you can put it on your frame and, very easily. It has that built-in stitch regulator. You can easily switch from sewing to quilting. It has really good LED lightings on that throat space, on the needle, and it has bobbin lights like they were telling you, so it's easy to change that bobbin. It has a really powerful motor, so you have really good penetrating power for when you're doing straight stitching, and it does 1,600 stitches per minute. It has the ability to handle almost any fabric. Like they said, it has the M-class bobbins on it, and it has that additional bobbin winder on the back of the machine that you can be winding bobbins while you're sewing. So many things. And then you're wanting to know what comes in the box. Well, you're going to get the little Rebel, you're getting the foot pedal, you're getting that switch control box, and you can actually mount that on the handlebars on that little Cutie Breeze frame. You have the sewing foot, the quilting foot, you have the quilting plate. You're going to get size 12, 14, and 18 MR needles, 10 of each. Then you're getting that needle threading tool. You're going to get some machine oil and a few things, more in there. So really good package today. Again, $24.99. Guys, you can go right to our website, siistore.com. You can type in the search bar, Grace, and that product, you'll see all the 3 products on the show today will come up. You can click on the little Rebel and you can either purchase it there. If you have any more questions, you could give us a call at 888-571-2171. Again, that's 888-571-2171. So great price today on that. Get you some savings, but don't go away because we've got a whole package today. We've got some combos that we're going to do and talk about, but hey, we're going to go right back to Grace, and now we're going to talk all about that Cutie Breeze frame. So ladies, take it away.
All right, thanks Blaine.
That's such a great price. I haven't seen that price since the Little Rebel debuted.
Yes.
I mean, it's such a great price. So if you have been thinking that you want to get a Little Rebel,
don't wait, because next week it won't be this price.
Exactly.
Okay, so we were talking about our quilting journey.
Right.
And so now I had my little Singer. Mm-hmm. I decided it just wasn't big enough. So I decided to get a Little Rebel, 13-inch throat. I'm doing my push-through quilting. But man, when I do that king size quilt, it's hard. I've got fabric everywhere. My husband's holding up one end, I'm holding up the other end, trying to push through. So now I'm gonna just invest in a frame. I am ready to go.
Right, let's talk about this cutie frame. Yes, that's the name of it, the cutie frame.
Breeze, because it's a breeze.
It's so cute, it's so small, but it does such big work. So with the cutie frame, it's perfect for those of you that are just getting started in your journey.
Yep.
It's perfect for those of you that have space restrictions in your home. We have several coworkers that have the cutie in their home because that's the space they have in their home.
Right.
And
snowbirds take it with them when they travel because
and they're
it's
making
lightweight.
beautiful quilts on the Cutie and Little Rebel.
So how big is it?
So it is 4 feet wide by 2 feet deep.
Yes. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can see from here, but this is not on a stand.
No.
This is sitting just on a table.
Yep.
So any table, your kitchen table, sorry guys, you have to eat on the couch. Your dining room table, sorry guys, again, there's no Thanksgiving this year. You can put it on your desk. When we go to shows, we put them on a 3-foot by 5-foot lifetime table. Not once in all these years has one fallen off.
Nope.
So you can set it, it's got nice grips on the bottom. And so you set it right down, you're ready to go. When you're not using it, you can take the carriage off.
Yep.
And you can stick it upright in a closet, under a bed.
Right.
Or we had a lady who recently bought the hangers that you hang your bikes up with.
Yes.
And she puts it right above her workstation when she's not using it.
Every time I think about and I'm talking to someone about storing their cutie, all I can visualize is that customer's brilliant idea. I'm like, hang it on a bike hook. I mean,
Yeah.
it was such a great idea, and now that's what I visualize.
Exactly,
I'm like, that's
right?
so great. So she did make a joke, hey, you put it on your dining table, you can't eat dinner. But guess what? You can, because it's
You can move it.
completely portable, right?
Exactly.
So that's the nice thing about the Cutie. If you are space restricted, as I know so many people out there are, we've got so many amazing quilters that are just have a small space and they're like, I can't do that. I can't put a big frame in my area. Guess what? This one you can.
Yes.
The nice thing about the Cutie Breeze though, is that it allows you to do up to the king size quilt.
Oh, yes. But how? I've only got 4 feet of space. How am I going to do a whole king size quilt?
So how you would do a king size quilt is you would just work in zones or sections. You would kind of use it as the same idea as an embroidery hoop.
Gotcha.
So you will quilt your area that you see right here. When you're done with that area, you're going to shift your fabric over, do your next area. When you're done with that next area, you will move
Roll
your
it all up,
fabric,
keep
do the
going.
next area. So it's super, super easy. It takes a little bit of practice, which we send a practice panel in your box
Yes.
with your Cutie. You can practice away until you feel super comfortable moving the fabric around and quilting on a frame. Now, what are some of the features why do we want a frame?
Well,
why do we want to stop push
I
quilting?
want to make a quick note just so that everybody understands. You don't have to have the little Rebel to use this
Right.
frame. Now, is it the ideal machine for it? Yes. Because of that throat space, I get to use all of the space.
Right.
But you can put a 7-inch throat, a 9-inch throat. It is made that you can take your domestic machine, stick it on to this frame. It doesn't have to be fancy. It can just be a foot pedal machine.
Yep.
You're just going to use your foot pedal and you're going to do your free motion.
Exactly, exactly. So if you're budget constrained, that's where just putting your own domestic machine on the Cutie frame is such a beautiful idea, right?
Exactly. And then when you go, man, I wish I had more throat space, then you go, oh, I know Stitch It has the little Rebel.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So what are some of the features of the Cutie Breeze? Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about the Cutie Breeze. So
Okay.
number one, it's going to come with everything that you need, and setup is literally step by step. If you follow 1, 2, 3 instead of 1, 4, 6, you're going to put it together within, it took me maybe 45 minutes the first time just because I wasn't aware of it, and now I can just throw one together.
Exactly. It's about, less than 10 screws.
Yeah.
You can put it together by yourself. It's a little bit easier if you have a friend reading the instructions and telling you what to do. That's how I do things with my husband, is I read the instructions and tell him what to do. So
It's opposite at my house, and I don't love it as much.
but it's very simple to put together, very simple to use. I want to talk about these clamps here. Now, these are some of the things that I love about Grace Company. They really think of all the different features. These clamps, you see this? Do you see how sturdy it is? It sounds like plastic, because it is, but it is some sort of really nice.
It's reinforced.
Yeah. And so when you are clipping down your fabric, easy as that.
But why does it have ridges on it? Tell me about that.
So that is to work it as kind of a ratchet system. So if you want to tighten, I'm going to make it a little floppy there. All right. I'm going to put that on. I want to tighten this area up a little bit. All I need to do is turn.
Ratchet that back,
Yeah.
and now it's tighter.
Exactly.
All right.
Such a great system, and it was engineered so well. And the Cutie, we've had the original Cutie for so many years.
We saw that we could make some improvements.
Yeah. I mean, it was the first of its kind, the first tabletop type of frame, and it was fantastic. But we listened to the customers, listened to you, those of you that were using it. We made some updates on this Cutie Breeze frame. One of that being the quilt clips and being able to ratchet.
Yes.
The other thing is this nice handle system.
The handle's up top. So if all of you that know, the first original, the handlebars were down here, which I used it for quite a while. And once you're used to it, I mean, you get used to anything, right?
Right.
But I do like that I have more control up here.
Exactly. It is a very nice upgrade. Another thing that they have changed with the Cutie, as you are rolling your quilt, it's going to get thicker and thicker back up in here in your throat space. So they have redesigned these quilt clips. It used to be an elastic strap that would clip in. These quilt clips will slide here into your clips, and then as your fabric gets fatter and fatter, you would just roll it up into the clip.
And clip it out of the way.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you a story about that original one and why we did these clips. I would be sewing and I'd finish my quilt and I'd take it all off, and you know, at the end you do that, wow, it's done. And I had sewn those rubber bungees to my quilt, and the whole little rebel, or sorry, Cutie Breeze came flying at me because I'd sewn it together. So now we've eliminated that. Now they do come off if you don't want to use them. You don't have to.
Right.
Sometimes if you feel like they get in the way, the middle one, to me, I feel like it gets in the way as my quilt gets bigger. It's not going to hurt anything.
Nope.
Use your two ends, take the middle one out.
Right.
But it's all just depends on what you want to do.
Exactly. So another nice feature of the Cutie is it's adjustable. So with the Cutie, or with the Little Rebel, how we have it here on our frame, we have it stretched out so you can use the full quilting area. If you have a smaller throat space, you may want to get closer to your area, so it actually will go in a little bit, so you just have it set at the area that you're allowed to use.
It doesn't change anything, guys, but when you have a 7-inch throat or a 10-inch throat, it makes it feel like you're filling the whole space.
Exactly. Now, with the Cutie Breeze, like we said, you can put your own domestic, but look at the Little Rebel sitting on the Cutie Breeze, right? It's like they were paired together. Little Rebel, Cutie Breeze.
It's beautiful together.
It really is a perfect fit.
Yes.
Gives you so much quilting area. And we're gonna show you some quilting area on our next segment. We're actually very excited about the next
and we want to leave
product.
the majority of the time for our automation, but I want to talk about one quick thing with this. So automation, of course, is when you're having a machine do that finish work for you. You put in a pattern, it stitches it. Some people don't like to do that. You want to have your original. Well, what can I do? How can I do, maybe I'm not good at this yet. So how can I make a cute design without having to have automation if I'm not ready for that yet? Well, we incorporated handlebars on the back of the carriage
of the Cutie,
and we have holes in different places here that you can add a laser. You put the laser on. I can print out a McDonald's menu. I can print out pictures of my kids, lay them on the table behind me, shine that laser down, and using those handles, I'm going to put my foot pedal to the back, and now I'm just going to trace that pattern with my back handles, and I'm going to make that exact pattern. So there, you don't have to invest a lot of money to start quilting.
Well, and that brought up something else I did want to talk about here, that it takes the Little Rebel, I just want to talk about with the Little Rebel. What I'm going to do, I need to release these real quick because I want to show these fine people here what I am talking about.
It really works.
Okay, so when you are doing free motion, you're the designer, right? You're the artist. You're doing your own design. You're moving it. And you can see here I've released the belts for the automation. So it's such a smooth, beautiful carriage. It moves so
look,
great.
She's got 2 fingers on there. It's not even a full hand.
So what I wanted to show you is with the Little Rebel, you do have a foot pedal. So if you wanted to use the foot pedal, you could. But it also comes with this start and stop button. So when you want to just use your start stop button, I'm gonna kind of move it over here. There we go. So press the button for me, Julie. We're gonna start stitching. All right, you see I'm making some beautiful mess right here.
A beautiful mess. It's the title of our next show.
Press stop for me.
So now it's hands-free. So that does come with the Little Rebel.
Yes, and we didn't talk about that when we were talking about the Little Rebel, but you can use your foot pedal or you can use the start-stop button. The start-stop button obviously would be used when you are on a frame, right? But it does make it so much easier.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Yes. Okay, we got to leave time for the QMX, so we're going to send you back to Blaine, and we're going to talk about this next deal.
All right. Well, thank y'all. Let me tell them how they can get one of these cutie breezes, and we'll come right back to you. Okay. All right, everybody. This is the cutie breeze, and I'll tell you, I've had this question asked many, many, many times at trade shows and different things. People are not really asked, but statements made. They would say, "Oh, I would love to have one of y'all's long arms," or "We would love to have a long arm, but we just don't have the room." So guess what? Grace has solved that problem for you. So what's so awesome about this cutie breeze? Not only is it portable, you can store it very easily. You know, you can kind of break the handles and stuff off, take the carriage off, and store it vertically in a closet. You can put it under a bed and just pull it out when you want to use it. You can put it on your kitchen counter. You can put it on your dining room table. You could put it on a fold-out table. If you got a 6-foot folding table, you can set it up and put it on there. It'll take any of your home sewing machines that you have right now, will fit on there, all the way up to a 19-inch throat space long arm machine. So that is pretty awesome. So you could even get a long arm machine, and a Little Rebel is perfect for this, and get that on there, and then always upgrade your frame later on down the road. If you have the space or whatever you want to do, you'll be able to have that flexibility. That's why I love this frame so much, is because you can start quilting. If you just fall in love with quilting and absolutely get the bug, then you can always start kind of upgrading and expanding your system. So that's what's so awesome about this. Guys, this thing is normally $599. We have it for $549 today. You're going to save that $50 on it. Give us a call, 888-571-2171, or just go on our website. It's siistore.com. In the search bar, just type in Grace, and you'll see all 3 products that are on the day's show, and you can just click on that frame and read all about it. But let's go right back to Grace and let the ladies start talking about automation.
All right, this is the most favorite part. All right, so we're doing the evolution of quilting today. So we've started with a sewing machine. We decided to upgrade to a Little Rebel.
Right.
We got a Cutie Breeze. Or we got a Cutie Breeze and then upgraded to a Little Rebel.
Exactly.
But now I've decided, you know what, now the neighbors know I know how to quilt. My friends know I know how to quilt. They want me to make more quilts. I want to add some automation.
Right.
But man, automation must be like, what, $10,000?
Yeah, it seems kind of expensive. Well, guess what? Grace Company is always thinking, always innovating, and we love to listen to our customers. And what we were hearing is, we would love to have automation for our domestic machines. Yes, you heard me right. Domestic machines.
Any sewing machine?
Any sewing machine can be automated. We have it here on our Little Rebel because this is our version of a sewing machine. You can put your brother, Baby Lock, Janome, Juki, whatever machine you have at your home, and you can now automate it.
At one of our shows, one of our account executives tested it with one of those old-fashioned featherweights.
Yes.
We were dying. It worked great.
It did. It didn't give a lot of throat space because those things are tiny, but it did work. So really any machine, when we say any machine, we actually mean it. And this has been just the most amazing product for Grace Company.
It has just flown off the shelves. Now, I do want to make note that when you have our automation, it works with the Cutie Breeze.
Right.
So you do have to have the Cutie Breeze frame to be able to have this automation work. If you were to have one of the older Grace frames, or if you had a bigger Grace frame, we'll want to talk to you about our QCT automation, which, hey, we're going to do in one of the next shows, so we'll talk about that. But if you want to get started and you want to use this inexpensive, lightweight, easy to use, very simple, you do have to have the Cutie Breeze.
Correct. Because the way it was engineered, it actually works only with the Cutie Breeze. It is moving it's working off of the frame, not the machine.
Right.
And
so the
I'll
belts
show
and
you
all
what
of the brackets,
yeah.
right, are moving the carriage around, not your machine. That's why we can
Exactly.
put any machine on it.
Exactly. So we're going to kind of give you a demonstration of what it can do. You can visualize your own machine, or if you're in the market for a new machine, you can see what this little Rebel can do. I fell in love with this when we released it. We released it right before the big International Houston show last year. I thought, oh, what about this? What about this? And I had some worries. And as I started using it and playing with it, all of those worries went away. It's fantastic. And our engineers are doing updates to it all the time. So we have little updates fixing any sort of glitches that it may have had. It is working beautiful. So let's just go to it, Julie.
Okay.
I mean, I know you haven't had quite as much time with the QMX.
I didn't get to play with it.
Yes.
I can get the gist of it because I have my big machine and frame and
Yes.
automation at home. But Kathy's going to show us, and let's talk about right out of the gate, when you get QMX, what do you get?
Okay, so when you purchase the QMX automation, you are going to get the motor that is running your belts. You'll get the belts. You'll get the tablet. Now that's something new. Normally when we sell automation here at Grace, you have to provide your own tablet. But with this, you get the tablet with it. Here's the screen. So we're gonna talk a little bit about this. You also get access to our
Design
design
studio.
store,
Yes.
which is on our website. It has thousands of designs on the design studio. And when you get your automation, you are also getting 10 edge-to-edge patterns, which we'll talk about, and then 10 block patterns, and then 10 credits to that design store. So if you want to pick out, you know, all animals because you love animals and you know all your patterns are going to be animals, you can do that. If you're a flower person like me, I don't know if any of you have been watching me ever before on any sort of digital event. I always talk about my love of flowers. Pretty much every design that I choose is flower oriented. But whatever you are feeling at the moment, we have so many designs on that design store. So we give you credits to choose your own designs. Okay.
Now, I'm going to step in real
Yeah.
quick. I learned yesterday, I did not know this, but for those of you who embroider or do any other kind of automation, if you have patterns that you already own that are SVG files, which a lot of embroidery files are, you can upload those to our
Yes.
design store under your account. They don't belong to me, but they'll belong to you. And then you will be able to use them on this as well. So you can add more patterns as well. that way.
Exactly.
And then, like I said, with the, you know, you use your 10 credits, but you want more, guess what? Thousands.
Yes.
Thousands and thousands more, and we even have free ones.
And well, and the nice thing is they're not expensive.
Right.
They're $10 a pattern. So not out of anyone's ballpark,
Right.
really. It's such a great price, such a great product. So now I want to show you it because that is where you will see the vision. This is fantastic. We're going to show you the screen here. So we've got a bunch of different settings, and before we started, we went in and we set our area of our quilt. Now this is all on the tutorials, and when we get into the system here, I'll show you the tutorial and we'll go over what's in those. So we're going to click on quilt. Now this is our quilter's checklist, and let's talk about all the things here on the checklist.
Now this checklist pops up every
Yes.
time you turn on your machine unless you choose don't show this again.
Right.
I love this. Don't ever check don't show this again because it reminds me of things that I don't even think about.
Exactly. So first thing, you want to get a new needle in your machine. When you are quilting a quilt top, I change my needle at least every quilt top, and sometimes depending on what kind of fabric I'm going through, I'll change my needle with a couple times within that quilt top as well. So it's reminding you, get yourself a new needle into your machine. Thread your machine and wind a few extra bobbins. You will find how many bobbins your machine needs to have wound for a quilt. Usually when I do a queen size quilt, which is the size that I tend to do, I will wind myself 10 bobbins. I know that I won't use all 10 bobbins usually, but I know that I'll have enough for that quilt top.
And you know, when I'm bored, I'll just wind a bunch of white ones.
Exactly.
And because you can always use white, and then if I want a specialty color, I'll wind those, but I always have white ready to go.
Exactly. All right, so next thing, switch to quilting mode on your machine if that is an option. So with the Little Rebel, it's as easy as pushing the Q button on it. We have found actually with the Little Rebel, with our automation, the stitching is more beautiful when we don't have it in quilting mode. Kind of a funny thing, but with most machines, you'll want to have it in quilting mode just so it can do the free motion on it. Ours automatically will do that, not in quilting mode. Okay, next we've got cover or lower your feed dogs. Very important. You don't want your feed dogs grabbing that fabric as you're doing your quilting. With the automation, it's doing it, it's grabbing it. You don't want a big hole in your quilt top.
Right, so lower them, cover them with the Little Rebel. You cover it with a plate that's included.
Yep.
And so, but you're gonna make sure those are lowered so it's all nice and free.
Exactly, so you're doing your free motion. Okay, what do we have next? Make sure you have a free motion or quilting foot on your machine. You don't want to use just a regular
walking foot or a regular presser foot. You want to have that open foot so that you can see what it's doing.
Right. Okay, this one's really important. If possible, set your machine needle to stop in the up position. With automation, it's going to do what it's going to do. When it stops, you want to have that needle not down in your quilt top, because if something happens, that needle, if it's in your quilt top, it's going to drag it and rip a hole. So if possible, set your machine needle to stop in the up position.
And if it's not possible, get into the rhythm of lifting that needle before you do anything.
Exactly. Now this one is really important using your domestic machine. If your machine does not have a start-stop button on it, as some of the older machines do not, you need to route your foot pedal cable so it can move, because your automation is going to be moving. It's going to be moving the carriage. You need to be able to move that foot pedal.
Yes.
Exactly.
You don't want it to get stuck halfway through and unplug, and then the frame will still keep moving because it doesn't know that the pedal unplugged.
Exactly.
But your machine's going to stop. So make it so that you're going to be able to, you know, it needs to be long enough that it's going to be able to go the width of the frame.
Right. Now, if you have a start-stop button on your machine, that's what you're going to use, so you won't need to worry about that foot pedal. And then test the movement of the machine on the frame. And you guys saw me do that when I was doing the free motion, making my little mess over there.
Just making
sure it goes.
Now, when the belts are engaged, it's tighter. So when you're doing free motion, it's nice and loose because you need to be loose. But when those belts are engaged, that's what's going to move everything. So it's going to feel stiff.
Exactly. So, and then close both the belt clamps. Now,
it won't work, you guys. I did it. If those belts aren't closed, it's not going to do anything.
Yes, and this is something that you'll learn about with the program when you purchase it. Basically, you can open the belt clamp so you can do free motion. You must close those belt clamps so it can grab the belt, which is moving your carriage. And then tack down your fabric edges. That is just personal preference. A lot of people will just go ahead and tack it before they get started, before they put it on a frame.
Do a basting stitch, just put a couple pins in it to when it first starts.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, we've gone over our checklist. Now is the fun, exciting part. So we are going to check all, because we have done all of these things, and we're gonna start quilting. Okay, this is a screen. You have 3 things that you have to do with the automation.
Oh, are they hard things?
They're very easy things.
Okay.
You have to pick your design.
Okay.
Place your design, and then sew.
That's
it's
it.
As easy as that.
All right.
So first thing we're going to do is go in and pick our design. Now with this automation, you have so many options. You can do a pantograph. Now tell us what a pantograph is, Shirley.
So a pantograph is when the guy goes like this?
No.
A pantograph is when you have a pattern and you go from the left side to the right side, all the same pattern. And then I'm going to reset, do the next row. So at the end, my quilt is just a continual one pattern all the way across.
Right, so it's like an edge to edge design.
Right.
It goes from one side of your quilt to the other side of your quilt. All right, so next thing.
What's a block pattern?
A block pattern is if you have made this beautiful block quilt. You have the blocks sewn together and you want to put patterns within each of the blocks. So say you want to put a bunny in a block, you want to put a flower in a block, you want to put a doggy in a block. You can do different patterns within each of your blocks. Now this is fantastic because to be able to do both the edge-to-edge design and the block design, that really takes it up a level just at the beginning of your automation. It's kind of awesome that it does both. So I'm going to show you all how easy it is to do a block design. So we're going to first pick, right? We're going to pick our design. We're going to pick a block design and we're going to go into our design library here.
And we noticed earlier that it doesn't come through with the screen, the pixels not very well, but bear with us, guys.
Okay, so we're gonna choose us a very cute, let's see. We're just gonna choose a nice little, I'm looking for a flower. Surprise, surprise, right? Ooh, this wreath is really beautiful. Let's choose this beautiful wreath here and we're gonna put it in a block. So we've picked, we've done one thing already. Did you see how easy that was?
There it is.
We've picked. Now we need to place a design.
Because right now, if I were to hit sew, it's going to do it right where that is. Is that what would happen?
Well, it won't let you hit sew.
It doesn't let me do anything. All
the
right.
nice thing is it's so easy, it doesn't let you move on to the next step until you finish the first step. So it's for those people that don't read instructions. It helps them, so they make sure they do all of the steps. Okay, we're going to click on next because we're going to place.
Okay.
All right, so what you can see here is 4 dots. You are going to move your machine to each of the corners of the 4 dots. I'm going to move right over
So
here.
on our screen, we've just got a cute little square.
And I moved it to the top of my square. I'm going to hit A. Okay, now we're going to move over to the right-hand top dot and hit B. Okay, now we're going to move down. Do you see all the throat space I'm getting here, guys? I'm getting, oh, actually, let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay, we're going to start over. We're going to reset.
Do this little square.
Yeah, we're going to do a little square. All right, here we go. A, then B, and I like to go in order because I'm a rule follower type of person, and if they say A, B, C, D, I do A, B, C, D.
I don't.
With this, you will definitely want to, Julie. In order is easier because then your nodes don't get all weird. Okay,
right.
so we have picked, we have placed. So we're going to hit next.
And you can see that little round circle with the lines through it. That's telling me exactly where my needle is right now.
Right here. You see that? Exactly. So this allows us to do some fun little design things, so you can rotate it around. Now I chose a circle, so when you turn a circle, it's still a circle, right? So
if you flip it, it's still the same.
Exactly. But if you have a design, you want your dogs facing each other, you could do a dog facing this way and then do the same pattern, flip it. Dogs are looking at each other. So you can change it vertical, horizontal. We're going to click next. All right, now we're going to prepare to sew. What it's going to do is you are going to press this move to start. It's going to move your machine to where it's going to start stitching. Click OK.
Now remember, your machine has nothing to do with the system. It's independent.
Right.
It's going to move the carriage around. So it doesn't know if your machine is turned on or not. You have to make sure your machine is turned on.
And that's why we have the checklist to remind you of all of those things. So right here, you'll see this is our starting point. So it's not actually starting in a corner. It's starting in the kind of the middle of the bottom of the block. So
there's going to be a green dot. And where it ends, there's going to be a red dot.
Exactly.
Now, if the green dot and the red dot happen to start and stop at the same place, it turns into an orange dot.
Oh, you're funny. All right, so we've moved it to start, so we're going to click next. Here is another reminder. Make sure your needle is up. If it starts to move and your needle is down, you're going to get a terrible hole. Yes. Okay. Okay, our needle is up. It reminded us. Okay, this is where the fun begins. we're going to start a sew countdown. It'll go 3, 2, 1. And when it hits 1, Julie, I want you to hit
that
the start button.
And remember, guys at home, if your button is on the side, be ready to hit that
Yes.
play button.
The
If
start.
it's your foot pedal, be ready to push
Right.
it down.
Exactly.
Or if you have it on the front, be ready to start it.
Right, so when it gets to 0, you want to start your machine, whichever way, just like Julie said. Start the foot pedal, start the start button, however your machine starts. Okay, Julie, are you watching?
I'm watching.
Here we go. We did miss one step.
Oh, did I miss a step?
Well, this is something that we should all know as quilters. We need to pull our bobbin thread
Oh,
up.
yes, yes.
So I'm going to do that real quick.
Look at her. She's so
Okay.
smart.
So we've got our bobbin thread up, and because I did that, I would like to go back and move back to the start.
So that we're
because
sure we're at the beginning.
I moved that machine to pull the bobbin thread up. I want to make sure it's back in the
So
right
you can
spot.
always go back.
Okay. Now is our
Okay.
foot down? Okay,
Yep.
our foot's down. We're ready to go.
All the checklists that we do so
Yeah.
we don't look silly on TV.
All right, here we go. I'm going to start it. 3. Oh,
And here we go. It's showing us.
Julie, press start.
Now I start my button.
It's as easy as that. I mean, 3 small steps, and your machine is now automated. Now, what's going to happen is stitching it out. You can see here on the screen that darker blue line is where it's stitching
following
on
it,
the
yep.
quilt top.
You want to be ready.
Yes.
This is where you want to make a mad dash to the restroom.
Right.
Because when you get to the end, if you're not here to turn it off, it's going to keep sewing.
Okay, are you ready, Julie? When
Okay.
it gets down to the end, there's a very faint beep that'll let you know to turn your machine off or to hit stop. And there's the beep and stop. Stop.
Oh. And see, you got to be ready. Be on the alert.
Oh goodness, she's very funny. So it's as easy as doing that. Now with an edge-to-edge design or a pantograph, it's the same thing, just in a bigger version. You're going to set your points. It'll go from one side of your quilt top to the other. We don't have enough time to show that
Right.
today.
But if I only wanted my edge to edge to go from here to here,
You can
I
do
could
that.
set that. Or
Yes.
from here to here.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, we probably have time real quick to just show it on the screen. So let's go,
Back.
put our needle up. Okay, we're going to pick our type. We're going to choose a pantograph and go to our design library. And we're going to, now here in the design library, you can choose your type. So I like to choose an edge-to-edge design because I know it's been made to do an edge-to-edge. I'm going to choose a swirl.
And if you're looking for a flower, you can type in the search bar flower and
Yes.
it'll find them.
Okay, so, and here's your design. It's set out as an edge-to-edge design. So what you're going to do is just choose your 2 points. So we picked, and then next we place, right? So we want to place it. Look at what showed up. It has your measurements. Now this is an update that we've had since we just came out with it recently. It's a great one because when you're going to place your second row, third row, fourth row, it tells you how much space you need in between each rows. Fantastic
Yes.
update. Yes, but it stitches out exactly the same way that the block pattern did. I mean, this
You guys, it's so
automation
easy.
is
And
awesome.
I just want to point out one thing. People say, well, what if I run out of space in my tablet? You're not going to run out of
No.
space in your tablet. So when you first get it, you're going to register it,
Mm-hmm.
which registers it with us. And in the Grace Company, everything is kept into an account in our cloud.
Yes.
In our big, huge, ginormous cloud. So you have enough room for everything. And
Yes.
anytime you want to access it, you've got it there. And it's all on the screen there. You can access our website to purchase designs, to pull things
Yeah.
out. Everything is stored there, so you don't have to store it and you
Right.
don't have to worry about what's on that tablet.
Okay, now we teased you with the price. Now
Yes.
we're gonna go back to Blaine
Okay,
so
Blaine.
he can actually tell you how amazing the deal
We
is.
did all the hard work. You give them the price and get the credit.
Exactly.
Well, hey, I got a couple questions for y'all real quick. What people been asking, do you have to have a stitch regulator on the machine to use the automation?
No, because when you think of stitch regulation, it's because of the speed. So even people that don't have stitch regulation on a machine, if you can keep your foot pedal at 30 miles an hour, you're keeping your stitches regulated.
Right.
The way the belts and the brackets work, when it moves, it's going to move at a steady pace. So if you don't have stitch regulation, you're still going to get nice stitches.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you can add stitch
Oh, yes.
regulation if you don't have it. But
always
you,
nice.
you
Sure,
don't
Stitch Elite,
have
guys.
to have it. I mean, it's always nice to have, but you do not have to add that if you don't want to.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And then I know it does come with a foot pedal extension that you can use, correct? In the with
Yes.
the automation,
Yep.
or does that
You're
come
gonna
with the? Does that come with the automation or the frame? I can't remember.
It's going to come with the frame.
Yes,
And
with the frame, okay.
you'll want to make sure you choose the one that works for your machine.
Yes.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, I knew there was one of those. And then the other thing I wanted to ask you, if say somebody buys the the QD Breeze, and they decide later on they want to put automation on it, how easy is it to put the automation, the belts and things on the frame?
Like so easy. It's literally like 20 minutes, step by step. I can't put IKEA furniture together, and I could put this together. So you can put it together.
Yeah, it's very
easy.
simple.
Yeah.
Our instructions, we're known for how good our instructions are. We haven't skimped on the automation instructions either, but
No.
it's about 4 screws and roll out the belts, and then the hardest part is just loading it up onto
And registering
and,
it.
and
Yeah.
trying to decide what pattern you want. That's
Yeah.
really the hardest part, is choosing the pattern that you want to do.
Well, that's
And
good.
of course, we're here to help you. If
Yes.
you need help, we're always your support. You've got Blaine's, everyone at Stitch It. They're going to be
Yeah.
able to help you, walk you through problems. We don't just have you purchase a product and say goodbye. We're
No.
here for you forever.
That's awesome. Well, hey, great job. Thank you all so much for coming on our show today and showing all these great products. And now I'm going to earn my keep and show everybody how they can get them. And we'll see y'all in the next one, okay?
Okay,
All right,
thanks everybody.
Blaine. Bye, everyone.
All right, see y'all later. All right, everybody. So let's show the automation, Roger. We're going to put that overlay up there. Now, again, you heard them. This thing is loaded up with designs. It comes preloaded with designs. And what's so great about automation, if y'all never experienced it before, that's kind of, I'm not a quilter, but I guess I am when I get automation, because I've always been the one that demos the automation at trade shows. And so I've had to kind of force myself to learn how to do it. And I tell you what, it is just awesome. And, I've always heard that, that people talking about, well, it's cheating when you use automation. Well, I don't really think so, because here's the thing. It still takes some skill to do automation. And what I liked about the challenge of automation even is you can let's just say you pick a pre-design that's already built in the machine. You can stitch that edge to edge all the way across your quilt. Then you can come back and put a different design in and go over that exact same edge to edge. And then you're truly creating a one-of-a-kind, unique design. And that's what's so awesome about it. So that's what I love about automation, is just the creativity you can still have. It just basically takes the work out of doing it. And if you're not good at free motion, if like me, I'm not good at free motion because I don't do it enough. So if that's the case and you still want to make quilts and be creative, this is what this does. And guys, look at the price on that. That is an incredible price, $14.99 for automation. Now, we don't have any specials on this. This is the normal everyday price on this, because this is such a new product that we couldn't get it discounted. However, $14.99 for automation is extremely inexpensive, because I have been dealing with automations for many, many years, and this is probably the cheapest one on the market for your home machine. And again, it works exclusively with the QD Breeze. And I tell you what a great product this is today. But Roger, let's go ahead and talk about the combos we have today too. So if you want to put one of the combos up there, we're going to talk a little bit about the combos. So we also have a special today on the QD Breeze frame if you buy it with the Little Rebel at $28.99. Now, I know that's a lot of money, but guess what? We also have some financing available. So if you do want to finance, just give us a call at 888-571-2171, and we can get you all set up for that too. But again, this is going to end at the end of this week. Friday into business is when all these specials go back off and they go back up to the regular price. Okay, the next combo we have is going to be with the automation. And there it is, the automation and the frame. So now if you've got a great machine, let's say you've got a really nice Bernina sewing machine at home that does an incredible job, and you just want to get into quilting, this is the way you can do it. You could do in automation quilting, you can buy the frame with the combination of the robotics and use your machine at home and put it on this frame, and now you've got full robotics. $1999.95 is the price on the combo. Again, fantastic pricing on this. So this is probably the cheapest way you'll ever get into quilting, I'm telling you, with automation and a great frame. Now that's not to say you can't quilt on your home machine right now, but I tell you what, this is a game changer with the frame, and then it just ups it a level when you put the automation on there. And then finally, our third combo is the whole 9 yards, as they call it. We have the special on the frame, the Little Rebel, and automation, $43.98. And I'm going to challenge y'all to go out there and see if you can find a quilting frame with a machine on it for cheaper than what we're giving the entire package with automation. I don't think there's no way you're going to find it. This is an incredible price today, $43.98. Prices are good through Friday. Do have financing. Get on that phone right now. If you've been thinking about it, we're going to make it extremely easy for you. 888-571-2171. And Lacey is going to take your call. So get on the phone and give Lacey a call. And she can tell you all about the features and things on that too, and make it easy for you to get one. And you can just go on the website and buy it and don't even have to call. We have all those products on. If you go to siiistore.com, in the search bar, just type in Grace. All three of these products come up, and we've got them priced on the website. All you have to do is just add all three to your cart, and it'll be this combo special. So that's the way we're doing it. And Friday into day, those prices go back up to the regular price. All right, Roger. I think, again, another good Grace show. And what do you think about the Grace products, Roger?
I tell you, if I was going to start quilting, I think I would have to grab that whole complete bundle, only because it's such a great deal, and you get everything you need to get into the quilting world.
Oh, you really do. You know, yeah. And you and I both have been selling quilting machines for a long, long time, and you know, many different brands, and I can tell you with confidence, I've worked a lot of different quilting machines and a lot of robotic systems, and this one is so easy to use, so user-friendly, and that's why I asked them the questions about, do you have to have a stitch regulator? You don't. You can, if you use the automation, you can just put it on there, and it's easy to set up. I mean, you just have a few screws and belts to put on to pull that carriage that your machine's sitting on with the automation, and I'm telling you, I mean, I think we did it on a frame. Actually, we did it on the QD Breeze frame. Me and another guy put it on there, and we had it done. I think it took us about 20 minutes. We had it completely set up and ready to run. And so,
process.
Yeah, really is. So, all you out there, if y'all been thinking about getting into long arm quilting, this is a fantastic opportunity for you to do it. And again, Roger, let's run through every one of the overlays again, just to remind everybody. The very first thing, if you got in here late, the very first thing that we showed was that Little Rebel by itself. Now, guys, this is a fantastic, just a straight stitch sewing machine. If you just need a great sewing machine, 1,600 stitches per minute, has that rear bobbin winder that's independent, so you can actually wind bobbins while you're sewing. Great lighting system on it. That harp space on there. Again, it's 13-inch. I think it's 13-inch throat space, 8.5-inch harp space, which is the throat height there. $24.99 till Friday, and then the price goes back up to $26.99. Great machine. Again, lighting. It has a bobbin light even on this thing, so really good lights. And if you get like me, you can't see, this is going to be perfect. All right, so then our next product we showed was that QD Breeze. by itself. It's normally $5.99. We have it for $5.49 until Friday. Another great price on this. Again, this thing, I think it weighs about 33 pounds, so it's extremely lightweight. The machine, by the way, only weighs 26 pounds, so it's extremely easy to pick it up and put it on the frame. And then what's great about the little Rebel too is you can just use it as a sewing machine, or then you can take it and put it on this Cutie Breeze frame, and then you have a quilt machine. This thing is portable. You can slide it under, you take the handlebars off and things, you can slide it under your bed to store it. You can turn it vertically and store it in a closet. So it makes it very portable. I know people that have RVs that keep this on the road with them when they go on their RV, and she quilts on the road. So pretty awesome. If you have a fold out 6-foot table, it'll fit on that. Kitchen counters, anything. Really good portable method to quilting. And then the next one was the Quilt Motion. And again, this is that Quilt Motion X Foundation. It's for domestic machines, meaning it's for your home sewing machine. It exclusively fits on the Cutie Breeze frame. So you do have to have that Cutie Breeze frame. So if you already have it, you can add the automation to it. $14.99, fantastic price on that to get into automation. And then we had our combos. So if you do want to get a combo, you can get the Rebel with the Cutie Breeze to start out if you wanted to. This has stitch regulation built in. It's $28.99. You can get into long arm quilting. And again, guys, if y'all can think about this frame, it's like a giant embroidery hoop. It basically, you put your fabric on there and you have clamps that just clamp it to make it tight. And then when you want it to move it, you just unclamp it and then just advance your quilt and then clamp it back down. So it's really, really, really nice. And then our last combination was the total package. You can get the Little Rebel, the Cutie Breeze, and the automation. Oh, I missed one, didn't I, Roger? Go back. I'm sorry, I missed that one. This is the Cutie Breeze and the automation. So if you already have a great machine at home, like we were talking about, if you got a great Bernina, Brother, Baby Lock, Fob, Viking, any of those, Janome, you got a great machine at home, it'll fit. All those machines will fit on the carriage on this Cutie frame, and then you just add the automation, and you are up in quilting, with automation just in a matter of a few minutes. Very, very quick. $19.99.95 on that. Great price. And then our last combo was the whole package. This is $43.98, and you're getting it all. You're getting the Little Rebel, the Cutie Breeze frame, and that automation. And again, all these prices are going to be good all the way through into business on Friday. And then we've got to change those prices back to the normal price. And you'll be able to go on our website at siiistore.com and just type in Grace in the search bar, and all three of these products will pull up, and you just add them in your cart and you'll get the combos. The prices are already there set. And if you want to call and talk about it, you can give us a call. Call Lacey at 888-571-2171. So again, it's 888-571-2171. All right, Roger. I think we have covered Grace pretty good today, but one thing I want to remind everybody too is we've got a current promotion going from our second show that we did on the SWF embroidery machines. Now, right now, if you purchase any of the single head multi-needle machines, we have a 7-needle, a 12-needle, and 2 different type of 15 needles. Any one of those, we're throwing in our Stitch Maker Digitizing Pro software absolutely free, and that is a $3,000 value. So think about that. If you're in the market for an embroidery machine, we really want to talk to you. And again, Roger is going to put in the chat a jot form link. If you want to go, and if you just want us to give you a call, if you can't get through on the phones, you want to ask some questions or get some more information, Roger's putting that link in there. Hit that link, type in all your information in that jot form. It updates us real time here at the office, and we'll be able to call you and talk to you about whatever you're interested in. But again, great special on these. And again, this ends on January the 15th. This special does. All right, Roger, I think that pretty much covers our products today. But you know what? Also, I wanted to tell everybody, we have a wholesale accounts here too. So if you are want to set up a wholesale account for yourself, give us a call. Talk to Lacey. She can set up a wholesale account for you. And what it does for like your embroidery supplies and different things that we have supplies wise, you can save anywhere from 5% all the way up to 20% sometimes. So get out there and get you an account set up so you can get those savings. We really appreciate the business, and I know it would help you and get you some savings. So make sure y'all give Lacey a call. And again, I think Roger's going to put that. Roger, if you want, would put that our phone number across the bottom of the screen. And he's going to put that up there for you. And that way you'll be able to call in. But again, that jot form, he's putting that in the chat. And if you just want to set up an account, you just put that in the jot form as well. I want to set up an account, and we'll call you back and get you set up with that. So how's that, everybody? Hope y'all enjoyed the Grace today. Man, I tell you what, Roger, it kind of gets me kind of fired up again about quilting.
Yes, definitely fired up.
Been 5 months, man, since I've done anything with quilting.
It feels good to have Grace back on here, especially with all the deals and everything. I mean, we try to bring the best deals to our customers, and we hope that you guys are happy with all of it.
Oh, I do too. I hope they are. But, we've got our giveaways left today. And, one of the things I wanted to tell everybody too, remind them again, if you were late getting in, we've had numerous requests about the Crazy Sewing Lady vest and jackets. All you have to do is go to siiistore.com. In the search bar at the top, just type in vest or jacket, either one. And I think both of them will come up. You can even type in Dawn Chase, DAWNCHACE, and both of them will come up too, because this is her design that she gave us for these, that Crazy Sewing Lady. And it's a custom embroidery vest and jacket, and the jackets are $49.99. The vests are $39.99, and that is super good price on that. So
too, I think we have from small to XXX.
XXX, yes. Yep. So we got all the sizes, and they're lady sizes. So, and if any guys out there want anything, give us some ideas. If you want, Crazy Sewing Dude or something, we can probably get Don to create us a new logo for that and do digitizing. But we can get some, men's sizes in the jackets and vests as well. But we're going to have more swag on future shows. We're going to just keep expanding the swag. So y'all give us some ideas of things that y'all would like to see, and we're going to try our best to do it. But anyway, that's how you can get one of those and get you some swag, Roger. We're going to get some swag away today.
Yes, we are.
So anyway, so I think I've covered all the stuff that we needed to cover today, Roger. Great specials on the Cuties, great specials on the SWF with that free digitizing software with the purchase, and that's good through the 15th. So we got a lot of stuff going on right now, so we hope that y'all will take advantage of that. Set up your wholesale account. If you haven't, get on there and do that, because it's going to save you some money on your accessories and threads and
business owners
and all kinds of different things. Wow. All right, so let's do some giveaways today. Now, first off, we're going to actually give away one of our vests. I've got one of those. Oh, Roger's got it on the screen.
You want me to,
what's that, Roger?
Do you want to show that vest, Blaine?
Well, I can show it, but we can show the one on the screen too.
Okay, show that.
I'll show it a little where y'all can see the design a little better.
The colors are so nice.
Yeah, it just pops on that black. Yeah. And actually, we do have some more colors coming. We got some more colors in the vest and jackets coming. So we'll let you know when we have those. But right now, we're going to give one of these away, and you just let us know what size you're going to need. So anyway, Roger, are you ready to spin that wheel? I know the Stitch Nation is ready for you to spin it.
I'm ready. Let me get to that because there you go. Okay, let's spin this wheel. You all ready?
Let's spin it, Roger.
Spinning.
Okay, I'm seeing some familiar names already flashing across the screen.
It's good to see everybody.
It is. Look at that. Becky is sewing. So congratulations, Becky. Becky, you just won yourself a Crazy Sewing Lady vest. So what we need you to do to claim that prize is send us an email to info@stitchit.intl. So that's abbreviation for international. So it's info@stitchitintl.com. Send us an email to that. Let us know your full name, shipping address, phone numbers, all that good stuff, and what size you want in a ladies' vest size, and we'll get that shipped out to you. All right, next up, Roger, we are going to give away one of the jackets. There you go. You see that jacket? Again, it's wintertime out there. These are, what I like about these are extremely, both the vest and the jacket's extremely lightweight. However, they are warm. You know, they really are, they do good. They kind of remind you of the one, you know, the North Face, like I'm wearing right now. They're that same type of material and same thickness, and extremely warm. All right, Roger, let's spin that wheel again and see who our winner is going to be for the Crazy Sewing Lady jacket.
Good luck, everybody.
Here we go.
And Jenkins.
Ann Jenkins. So Ann, yeah, congratulations on that win. So Ann, to claim that prize, what we need you to do is just send us an email to info@stitchitintl.com, and it gives your full name, phone number, all that good stuff, shipping address, and then most importantly, let us know what size of jacket you need, and we'll get that done. And matter of fact, Roger, I think our winners from last week should already have had their jackets and vests delivered. I think one of them is being delivered today. And then I think the other one was already delivered. So I was told. All right. So next up, Roger, is going to be our Big Daddy prize.
Yes.
This is our big giveaway. So let me explain how this works, everybody. So every show last week and then going forward until the 25th, February the 25th, that morning, we'll pick our, 9th finalists. We're going to have 9 finalists in here. We're going to put your names up every time somebody wins. And then we're going to draw finalists every show and to get in here. And then at the end of the show on the February the 25th, we're going to put all 9 names in a hat, and I'm going to draw them out live on air. And that person's going to win the SWF 7-needle machine.
What a great prize.
Great prize. We got a big shout out to Young Rock at SWF. He donated that to us and for the show. So thank you, Young Rock. And again, great machine. Y'all are going to love these machines. SWF, my opinion, is the best embroidery machine on the market by far. And so anyway, we have this one. And it's great prize. So y'all make sure y'all stick around and keep coming back to try to win. So Roger, let's go ahead and spin the wheel and get our second finalist.
Good luck. Here we go.
Can I win this, Roger?
I would like to win this.
I would too.
Julie Missions Nurse.
You think that's Julie or July Mission Nurse?
I want to say Julie, or July. I mean,
I don't know. It is.
Congratulations.
So
Nurse.
It's Missions Nurse 1. Don't really know. Maybe it's July, Julie. Anyway, you are our winner. So what we need you to do to claim that winning prize, send us an email to info@stitchitintl.com. and let us know your full name, your shipping address, phone number, all that good stuff. And then you will be put in the drawing for February the 25th. You are our second finalist. And so you got a chance now to win that 7-needle SWF embroidery machine. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool. Wouldn't you think, Roger?
I think so. I mean, that's such a great machine. And I can't wait until we're able to show everybody the capabilities of the machine.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, and they're all already available for pre-order. So, I mean, you could go to our site and pre-order. Just go ahead and we'll send it out to you as soon as we get them.
Yeah. Well, they're on the way right now, but you can pre-order a 7-needle right now. Now, all the rest of them, the 1501, the KX 1501s, I think we're out of stock on those. I think because we had a rush on those, but we do have more of everything coming in. We do have 12 needles in stock, ready to ship. We have 15 needle compacts in stock, ready to ship. The The MAS 15, MAS 12 is ready to ship. So if y'all want one of those, and if you just want to talk a little bit more about it and ask some questions, give Lacey a call.
Yes.
She can answer most of the questions for you. And then we have experts here about all those embroidery machines that somebody can help you. And then another thing I wanted to talk about, Roger, sometimes people buy these things. They go, well, how can I get service? That's where we got you covered. We have got service techs nationwide, just about every state, multiple service techs. And we can just send the closest service tech to you. And if you ever have any kind of problems, we're going to handle it for you. And we're going to give you 100% support here. You can call in anytime you'd like if you got any questions about it or hung up. Everybody here is an expert embroiderer. They really are. They're so good. All of our service techs are fantastic, and all of our salespeople are fantastic. And so we can really help you if you have any questions. So anyway, we're going to stand behind all the SWF 100%. And naturally, any product we sell, we're going to stand behind. But those in particular, we're going to really stand behind them because we are also in the U.S. Distributor of the SWF.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, Roger, you got anything else?
So if you're interested in anything you see online or any of the machines that we've had on our past shows, fill out the jot form and we'll contact you as soon as possible.
Yep. And if you don't even see it on our website, Roger, fill out the jot form because just to let y'all know, we are dealers for just about every brand out there, but we just haven't got it loaded on our website yet. Guys, we're starting this thing ground up. You are here with us. And, Roger's been working hard. We've hired an outside company to put products up for us, but we got thousands of products we still have to put up. So it just takes time. So be patient with us. But if there's something that you've been looking for, get on that job form and just fill it out or just give us a call and ask. And we'll let you know if we have it, we can get it. Just because it's not on our website doesn't mean we can't get them. So, All right. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the show today. Man, I did, Roger. I'm pumped about quilting.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And
I want to let them know. I'm sorry. I wanted to let them know, too. We don't know for sure if it's going to be aero cabinets next week. We're hoping we'll have aero cabinets. But if not, we're going to have a great show for you. Make sure y'all tune in. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we'd sure appreciate it. Give us that thumbs up. Mm-hmm. Also, if you haven't liked our Facebook page, we'd really appreciate that. And also, Roger, I got to tell everybody on January, I think it's January 22nd through the 24th. I think that's the dates. I'm pretty sure. January 22nd through the 24th, we're going to be in Long Beach, California at the Impressions Expo. And we'll have a big booth there, SWF set up. So y'all come by and say hi. Hagen, myself, Dylan, and Garrett are all going to be out there. And we'd love if you're going to be in the show to come by and say hi to us. So we'll all be there. And I know everybody knows Garrett because he's been on our shows before. Some of the people that are watching. And I'd love to meet y'all. So if you're going to be there, let us know, and we'll keep a lookout for you. But that's coming up in a couple weeks. And we're still having a show that Thursday, Roger. So that Thursday show, as soon as it's over, I'm running to the airport and catching a flight. So, all right, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Please share this with your friends. Let's help build the Stitch Nation. We need your help to build it. Share it with your friends. Anywhere you're at, if you put it on your Facebook page, post it. We would love the help to get this Stitch Nation built and make it strong so we can keep giving great giveaways away and just keep getting better prices for you. Anyway, guys, we hope that y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see y'all next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central Time.
Bye, everybody.